Hey there, teacher friends. I am here today to give you some lessons and ideas to use for teaching about Earth Day. I'm not sure if anybody's teaching about Earth Day, so I'm going to throw a little poll up in the group. And here we go. Hopefully that is being created. And I want to know if you are using any lessons or doing anything specific for Earth. Knowing that our planet Earth is very important, I am definitely going to be using some of these ideas that I'm going to be sharing with you today. I'll just give everybody a minute. My phone does not show that it is live, so there we go. So I have 5 different lessons that you can use to teach about Earth Day. You can use these lessons on April 22nd, which is next week, or you can use these any time of year. I developed these lessons so that they don't have to be Earth Day specific. They can be used throughout the year as subplans. You can throw that in as projects. Or to support NGSS for the human impact on the environment standards. But there are 5 lessons on this blog post, and I will link this up afterwards that you can use to teach about Earth Day. So each of these lessons, you'll have a video. The first one is about Midway Island. Okay, sorry. So for those of you that are familiar with the Great Pacific Garbage Patch that is in the Pacific Ocean, there are other ones throughout the world as well. Um, this goes a little bit more into depth into that, where this is showing the effects of that garbage patch. So when the plastics have gone away from the garbage patch, um, they are landing on an island called Midway Island, which is midway between Hawaii and Japan. You can see that these are plastic particles that are floating in the ocean, but then they're also affecting the albatross, which are on Midway Island. And this, when they are seeing the dead albatross, their bellies are filled with all of these different plastics. So this is something that I like to show my students. You can see all of these videos are not too long in length, so that you can simply show the video and you can have a discussion about this in different ways that we can help to prevent this type of tragedies from happening. Or you can take it a step further. You can use cause and effect charts to really elicit what is the cause, how is this affecting the environment, and um, I also have an activity here which will um, have students go through the different problems with plastics and how they are washing up on the oceans. Okay, the next one I love. This one is about pangolins. Oh, jeez. So pangolins are actually endangered species, which has become even more so because of COVID. Because in some parts of the world, people feel that the scales on the pangolins have medicinal purposes to keep them alive and keep them healthy. So people have been killing pangolins because they want to live forever and have these medicinal purposes. And with the onset of the coronavirus, that has really escalated the need for the pangolins. So pangolins are a type of mammal that they're pretty solitary. So on top of people wanting to hunt for them, they don't have babies as often as other mammals do. Um, so this video goes a little bit into the pangolins. I think I can skip this ahead. And we'll teach students probably about a mammal that they have never really heard of, which I like bringing these experiences into the classroom so that students feel like they are learning about something new and they are kind of cute. lifestyle and why people are trafficking the mammal. And then along with this, from here, you can just click on here and you can get this activity for free. It goes into the pangolin, and then it also touches on food webs and different ways that you can save the pangolins. So again, I'm going to put this link in the comments for you to be able to access should you want to use this lesson in your classroom. Which this is something that I did not know was happening. Um, Coral bleaching is basically happening because of the temperature of the oceans are rising. And even though they're rising a few degrees, only like 1 or 2 degrees, it's enough to kill off the coral. So the coral loses their beautiful colors that are deep down in the ocean and they're turning white, and which essentially is meaning that they're dying. So this video will touch on this topic. Hold on. Ugh, I hate these ads. So this video I think is perfect for our age students. Um, I feel that it's giving them a lot of information. Again, this is probably about a topic that they have not encountered, and you really can see in actually all of these, you can really see the human impact that we are having on these different topics. You know, whether it's humans that are hunting the pangolins, humans that are producing and using massive amounts of plastics, or the different things that we're using to cause climate change. This really lends itself great into that NGSS standard. So that one is right here. And so air pollution, a lot in the United States, I feel like it's not a topic that we talk about a lot, but other places in the world, they really experience air pollution where they are wearing masks well before COVID was a thing. For those of you that do not use Dr. Binock, I think he has, well, he's a cartoon character, but I think these videos you can see over here, there's a bunch of them and they're all science based. But a nice bite size amount that will give your students some information on the topic that they're studying in a way that they can understand. So you can see he talked a little bit slower. I have used this with fifth through eighth grade. Eighth grade, you may be really kind of touching. They may not be into this video as much. They may feel it's a little bit babyish, but I do think that the information that is in here is really great for our age groups. So you can use something like this video and then some ideas to take this a little bit further in the classroom. If your students are like mine, where they have their Chromebooks, you can have them search up the air quality in your area and you compare that to different areas of the country. You can even see if you can compare the air quality during COVID to other times. You know, because there a lot of people had said that during COVID, everybody was home, so we weren't using transportation as much to go to different places. Air travel was down. So you can definitely extend this a little bit further. Another thing that you can do is compare your area or anywhere in the United States to other countries, especially countries like China, where there's more industrialization going on there. There's a higher percentage of population, and you can really have a good conversation about believe you want, you can purchase the April science activities. The April science activities go into something that's a little bit different in April. So there was April Fool's Day, there'll be Arbor Day in here. But you also have this activity goes along with the Midway Island, where the students will come up with a way to um, to decrease the amount of pollution that there is in the ocean waters. So this again is lending to even more NGSS standards because now they're coming up with a solution to a problem and they can compare their problems to other students in their class and see whose problem is probably the most. You want to look at the most cost efficient, which one can be easily implemented and reasonably implemented. So this was just an idea that one of the students had in my classroom where they can have these nets that do collect the different pollution that is in the ocean and get them out. So again, activity, you just have to click here. You can also click at the bottom. Um, and if you have any other ideas on how you can or what you're doing for Earth